Brightest blessings, everyone. Psychic medium Elizabeth Grove, the Paranormal Priestess here. Welcome to the Paranormal Priestess YouTube channel. For those of you who are new, and I definitely recognize that there might be many new people who are watching this video right now who have never seen this channel before, and either it came up for you or you've been searching for a lot of information and you just decided to click onto it. Thank you. I'm glad that you did. And I just want to introduce myself again. I'm Elizabeth Grove. I am a professional medium, divine channeler, as well as a remote spirit extractor specialist. And just to explain a little bit about the remote spirit extractor specialist, it's not an exorcist, nor is it shamanism, but it's being able to do a high-level clearing and healing for someone who has all sorts of negative interferences. It can be anything from negative beings to the negative energies that they place to psychic attacks. And it is a full-on healing, an energetic field healing as well. So it's pretty remarkable work. And I love what I do. I love being able to connect people with their loved ones on the other side. I love to be able to channel the angels and channel higher selves. And it's just been such a blessing for me. And I have to, of course, mention that I am a twin flame myself. I am a Divine Angelic Twin Flame myself. And I've been on this journey for a number of years now on the path to union. And this video means so much to me because I know that when I began this journey, there wasn't a lot of information at all out there about what I'm going to be talking about. And it's very easy to get caught up in fear and doubt, to get really caught in your head with this when you're new. And it can be very overwhelming, very intense, very scary for those who are awakening to what's known as the twin flame journey. I didn't want to forget anything, so I wrote some notes here because I just know how important this video is, and I wanted to make it very personal. I know there's a lot of videos out there that tells you, oh, the 10 signs that, to recognize your twin flame, or how do you know you're a twin flame? And a lot of people, I think, do have videos on this subject matter, but I felt like there was something I could really give to it, and I wanted to really speak personally from the heart to those who are new. And hopefully there'll be people out there who resonate with this, and this may help confirm a lot of things for you. And if so, that's exactly what I'm looking to do, and it's my honor to do so. So first off, I just want to see where I want to start with this. I think I'm going to start with meeting a person, and there is a connection there that is not like anything that you have ever experienced with anyone else. Now, this meeting can take place in dreams, in the spiritual planes. It can happen in person, in the physical. It doesn't matter. But what's so unique about this connection is that there's an intensity there. There are emotions there. There's a depth there. There's a familiarity there. There is something that is just so familiar about this person and so intense that it cannot be ignored. Okay? And it's this intensity that really, I think, it frightens or puts a lot of people off. Okay? Now, I am referring to the connection of a twin flame. Okay? There are many people who are new to this who may have thought that this was a soulmate connection. Perhaps you've never heard of twin flame. Okay? We can have many soulmates. Your mother could be your soulmate. Your friend could be your soulmate. Okay? You can also have a romantic partner that's a soulmate. Okay? We have soul groups. Okay? And we are able to have this all different, let's say it's like slices of a pie, and all these slices belong to a whole. Okay? And we have a lot of soulmates in there. But there's only one connection or one position where these two particular souls that mirror each other, that represent, that carry rather, the divine feminine and the divine masculine polarities. Think of the yin and yang. There's only one couple that would be considered twin flames, okay? And this is the most intense soul connection, and the depth there and the love there is beyond anything. Now, it could be very intense with a soulmate, absolutely. And some people out there get a little bit confused because some people who have met a soulmate, a very intense soulmate, may think that it's a twin flame. Okay, but a lot of people actually will meet what's known as a near twin. There's no such thing as a false twin, or I know there's information out there that may state a false. There's nothing false about it, but there are high-level soulmates that are able to carry the twin flame vibration and have you experience intensity, and it teaches you about this connection. However, it's still not as intense as the connection that I am referring to, the twin flame connection, or the absolute mirror of you. Now, we all have divine masculine and divine feminine energies within us, okay? But we'll have, now this, we can switch around the genders because we also have those who, we have heterosexual, we have homosexual, bisexual, trans, but we have one person who will carry the feminine, the primary of the feminine polarity, and then we have the other who will carry primarily the masculine. Okay, so we have the yin and yang and the complementary forces. And it's the most intense, loving connection, spiritual connection at its core that you could ever have. It's the spirituality of it. But how do you know if the person that you have encountered is your twin flame? Well, the intensity is definitely the word. Now, some people do meet in the dream state first, okay? I can say from my own personal journey that I was that person. So it doesn't matter, like I said, if it's in the dreams or if it's in the physical, but they trigger an awakening within you. Okay, and that's what's very unique about the twin flame dynamic, is that there is a spiritual awakening there because it is absolutely a spiritual, divine spiritual soul connection. Okay, and so with that said, it brings things out of you that you have never, ever, repeat, never, ever felt before. And that is what usually scares somebody, because the feelings are like, it could not be explained. Honestly, it could not be explained in words. The intensity of the emotions, how familiar the person feels. There's a comfort level there as well. Okay, there's a comfort of just, this person just feels just comfortable to me, okay? Now, there are times also, I don't want to confuse anyone out there, where your twin will bring out some things within you that are not so comfortable. However, when I'm talking about comfort here, I'm talking about that familiar feeling of, I know this person. I know you. I don't know how, but I feel that comfort of like, I know you. Where do I know you from? How do I know you? Have we, it's just a weird deja vu. Have I met you before? Have we known each other in another lifetime? And so those questions, resurface there. Meeting a twin flame changes your life. It completely changes your life. So this is something that, when I say change your life, I mean completely changes everything in your life. It really triggers that spiritual awakening within you. And it's there to awaken you to become the best version of yourself, or the highest version of yourself. Okay? Many who are on this journey, who chose this journey. Now, this journey is a choice. Okay, this is not an accident. So this type of meeting is never ever an accident. This is pre-planned before you incarnate. Many of the souls who have chosen this, okay, these are very old souls. They're ancient souls. Okay, these divine souls have never ever felt like they fit in. Okay, they always felt like, and I did a video that's worth looking at that goes into this about being, an old soul, being a sensitive soul, and kind of the difficulties of going through childhood and going through your life and feeling like you never fit in, that maybe Earth was never your home. You just always felt like you were on the outside of the conventional, never agreed with society. And many of these souls always felt like they had some sort of very important purpose, a purpose that they just had to find, and they weren't satisfied if they weren't doing their purpose. Jobs wouldn't satisfy them. Things weren't satisfying them unless they were stepping into what they signed up here to do. Okay, and we'll get into that because that all interplays with the twin flame connection. Okay, I have a feeling I'm not going to need these notes, but I have them here because I just really want to make sure that I'm not missing anything. The feelings that come up when you meet this person, okay, kind of drive you, I don't even want to say kind of, they drive you crazy. They drive you crazy. Literally, they drive you crazy. You can't stop thinking about them. You can't stop thinking about them, and you can't stop feeling something. What is this something that I'm feeling? Okay, you could be talking to yourself out loud or just thinking it all the time. What is this something that I'm feeling? Because it's a feeling that you're not used to. Okay, what is that feeling? Simply, it's love. It's love. It's pure love. It's pure, unconditional love. Okay, and it's an automatic. You automatically just feel this for this other person. You can't get this person out of your head, and they linger. They linger and linger and linger. Okay, and what's very scary to someone who is just awakening to this and trying to understand what they're experiencing is that to them it feels like this is some sort of very unhealthy obsession or fascination with someone, infatuation, and it feels like it could be very unstable. Because all of a sudden, it's like, boom, like a light switch just goes on, and you're constantly thinking about this person pretty much all day, every day. Even if you don't want to, and you're trying to resist it, it's like, it's there. You just can't get it out. And you're feeling things. You're feeling these emotions towards this other person. And again, the word is intensity here. Is that the intensity cannot be compared to anything that you have ever felt before. It's unique. It's something new. It scares you. It scares you because it's overwhelming. It's overwhelming. You feel this longing. You feel this longing for someone. You feel this this passion rise up in you. Okay? And life is never the same. Now, not everyone just, meets this person, physical, and, and this person's single, that person is single. No. I know that from working with so many twin flames, okay, I do channelings pretty much daily for twin flames. So I get to do a lot of readings for people, and of course being a twin myself, that it's not always a convenient time, when you're meeting your twin. You can be involved in a relationship or a marriage they can be involved in a relationship or marriage. Many, that's known as a karmic relationship or a karmic soulmate, karmic marriage. Okay? And of course, we have karmic mates, so that way we can, pay that karma. We've known that soulmate before. Okay, we're working through issues. We're constantly growing and evolving. We're working through lessons. We're working through lessons because we are here on earth. We chose to be here to achieve self-mastery. Okay? So when you meet your twin, it may not be a convenient time. You may be very busy. There may be someone watching this video that maybe is in the public eye. Okay? There are absolutely twins that are in the public eye. I have not done a video on that, but I have read those who are. Okay? So there's all types of dynamics. So this applies to, it doesn't matter the status. It also doesn't matter the age. It also doesn't matter if you live near each other or if you're on the other side of the world. You could be in another state. You can be in another country. Okay? And I did mention about gender. So none of that. It's all about the soul. Twin flames share the same heart. Okay, they're one. They are one. They are one soul incarnated in two physical bodies. But energetically, they are one. And that's the intensity. That's the intensity that you may be feeling out there right now. Okay? And it takes some time. It takes some time to, to be able to come to accepting it sometimes. Understandable. Again, it's due to the intensity and having it be so overwhelming. One thing that does happen a lot to many people, this is pretty common, is the Kundalini awakening. And this is something that is connected to spiritually awakening, and that is something that meeting your twin would do. This is a spiritual connection. The Kundalini energy, just to make this as simple as I can, is the energy, the pranic energy that's located in the base of the spine. Okay, it's like coiled up like a snake, they say. And when this energy awakens, it goes up the spine. It can bring heat, tingling, electric feelings throughout the body. It can bring up a lot of different sensations, spasms. It can bring up a lot of emotional things, okay? It can be very challenging in terms of bringing up sexual energy, okay? And this can happen at very odd times. I've been through it, so I do know. But the Kundalini awakening is there to spiritually open you. Okay, that energy is going up the spine. It's going through your chakras. It's going up to your crown. It's there to open you up and bring in that divine connection, connecting you with the divine intelligence. And this is something that often happens when we encounter our twin flame. They'll trigger that spontaneous Kundalini awakening. So it can be rather uncomfortable at times to deal with this, but it is all for the highest good. And so many of these challenging aspects that do happen with this journey, I never want to put a negative spin on it at all, because it's definitely all for the best for both souls and for humanity. And we'll get to that. Another challenging aspect of this, but it's one to mention, and it's one to definitely confirm if you have met your twin flame, is the dark night of the soul. This is another spiritual process, so it's definitely a good one to mention after the Kundalini awakening. The dark night of the soul is a spiritual death. It's a death. It is. It's the death of the old. Your twin flame, who is literally your other half and your mirror, will bring out a lot within you. And this will be both positive, beautiful, intense, gorgeous energy, passion, creativity. And then will also bring out a lot of those lower emotions and those shadow sides. Okay? So I want this video to be very, very real, because I want it to be a tool in case you are new watching this and you are looking for information, you want to have it handy. But the dark night of the soul is something that is a shedding of the ego. It is working through those shadow sides, those things that we don't like looking at, we don't like dealing with, whether they be negative thought patterns, emotional patterns, addictions, habits, behaviors, traumas, lots of different things. And it's time to face them. Because if you have met your twin flame, it's all about the higher love. It's all about the higher love. It's about achieving that higher love, that higher vibration, that love energy, that Christ consciousness energy. So anything that is not of love, of unconditional love, which is what the twins have for each other, those are the things that come up to the surface to be recognized and to be healed. So there's a lot of release work that happens. And these types of things are the twin flame. It's the twin flame connection. And it brings out things that no one else could ever bring out in you. Absolutely not. So it changes your world. So if any of you out there are questioning, well, I'm not too sure if it's my twin flame, not too sure. I mean, if you really ask your higher self, ask your angels, ask source, and whatever that first feeling is, I mean, that's the feeling to go with. That's the truth. Because your world is never the same. Your world is never the same. The dark night of the soul can be difficult to get through. Okay, and it can also, I wanted to mention, involve illnesses, physical illnesses too. So whatever is out of order within you, whatever would be considered a dis-ease, your twin flame, connecting with your twin flame, will bring up those things. Okay, and again, this is for the positive. So I don't want anyone out there to look at it in a negative way. I would never put a negative spin on the twin flame journey. I'm being honest as far as the challenges that are there for us to grow, okay, to achieve unconditional love and self-mastery. But these things are real. In order to get to that, we have to be able to let go of all that's impeding love, okay, all that is not love, okay? So the twin flame, when meeting our twin flame, it really, it triggers things within us. There's a trigger, a deep trigger there that you would never get from a soulmate of any sort or for anyone else, okay? Some people come and go throughout your lives. Your twin is always there, okay? And they don't have to be physically there to be with you, because they are you. You carry each other's energy. You're each other. And you're always drawn back to each other. Back in the day, we used to think that, oh, that's the soulmate. But we've learned actually that it's the twin flame where it's your other half and you're drawn back to wholeness. Okay? So the intensity there of the dark night of the soul and for healing itself can be rough. It can be rough, but I have to tell you that it really confirms that you are a twin flame, and the twin flame is always going to walk you back to love. They're always going to walk you back to you. They're always going to encourage you to get through your psychology, get through your emotions, get through the fears, get through the 3D paradigm, the programming, the mental and emotional programming, everything that has been in the way, everything that you have taken on that isn't your authentic self. Your twin flame assists you with that healing. And even if you are not with them in the physical yet, they still help you to heal. They still help you, and you still go through that process. The twin flame, now even if you have never been spiritual, even if you really never really prayed or meditated or was into healing or into the intuitive or any of the mysteries or anything like that, if that was not you, your twin flame will awaken those things within you. Your twin flame will bring out your spiritual side. Again, this is a spiritual love connection, which makes it so unique and so different, so new, and can't be compared to any other connection that you've had. It gets you to be on the spiritual track. I know for me that when I met my twin flame's higher self, it has brought out my abilities in ways that I never thought before. I've always been psychic. I've always been into the mysteries, ceremonies, the spiritual, the supernatural, the paranormal. I've always been interested. I've always been drawn into that. That has always been me. But I never really knew what I was capable of and what my potential was until I connected with my twin flame's higher self. Not even in the physical yet. Again, it doesn't matter because twin flames are not limited to time and space. They are each other. This is an energetic connection. They are one. So I started experiencing my abilities at much higher levels. Okay, I had healing abilities that woke up within me. I had abilities that I never knew were there to do clearing work. My clairvoyancy improved, my clairaudiency improved, everything, my claircognizance improved. And I began to understand what my purpose was. I just knew. So meeting your twin flame is not about staying stagnant and just doing whatever the world expects of you, staying in a job that you know that you hate, that's not growing you, that you're not feeling any type of joy or satisfaction from. Meeting your twin flame is absolutely going to put you on your path. They will bring out in you your potential, your capabilities, your abilities, and they will help you to find what your actual purpose is here, what your mission. The twin flames have a mission. That mission, that first mission, is love before anything else. It's to bring the love. Their connection is unconditional, pure, Christed love. And it is so powerful, it can transform so much, heal so many, that is what they're bringing to the earth. But then along with their love, they're bringing out their unique abilities. They're making an impact. So your twin flame, if you've met your authentic twin flame, they will bring that out of you. No one else has ever brought that out of you. But when you meet your twin flame, again, your world changes. There's no doubt that no one else could do this. So you'll want to know what your mission is. Some of you may just pick up on it. You'll just intuitively receive what it is from your spiritual team. And others, they'll, want to find out what that is. And so they'll go through the process of developing themselves and understanding, what is it? And they'll begin to work on that. Okay? And that's what's so beautiful about twin flames, is that this is not this is not a storybook or fantasy romance. This is something that is so much more than that. Okay? It is a beautiful, authentic love. Yes, true love is real. Unconditional love is real. Yes. But is it always easy? No. Does it challenge us? Does it come with pain at times? Yes. Is it for the benefit of both souls and for humanity? Yes. Yes, it is. So it's all worth it, no matter how challenging it may seem at times. People always talk about receiving signs. And 1111 is something that comes up very, very often. It's very common to see 1111. 1111 is the gateway. Okay? It is a gateway of consciousness. It's going to the next level. It's awakening. The twins, the two, also, the 1111 is a symbol, a direct symbol of the twin flame dynamic. So I've seen people who have said, oh, it's Make-A-Wish, 1111, Make-A-Wish, and I've seen that on social media, and, I kind of go, okay, there's so much more to that than just Make-A-Wish. If you are seeing 1111, and a lot of times 1111 will come at times when you are thinking of something, you're feeling something, and 1111 will pop up to show you that you are on track and you have made a progression. You have come through that gateway. You've become conscious of something that's very important. And that 1111 will come through either on clocks or on license plates or even on receipts I've had. It could be anywhere. And it's always a symbol that you are on track and you have come through that gateway and become conscious of information. Information is very important. And 1111 is always a significator of your twin flame union, if you know that you have chosen that journey, or if you're having experiences that you feel could be a twin flame. Okay, so if you're seeing that often, take that as a validation. There are a lot of other synchronicities. There are 1010, there's 1212, there's 333, 222, 444. Many of them have meanings to them. There is a great book about that from Doreen Virtue, Angel Numbers, and you may just want to pick that up because it does have a lot of those number combinations. If you're interested in that, and it's a great little book, and you can just, carry it with you, refer to that. There's so many signs when you're on the twin flame journey, and I get asked this question a lot, especially from those who are brand new at this. Well, can I choose to get off this journey? Can I say, well, I don't want to be on this. I don't want anything to do with it. I don't have the time. I don't have the schedule. I don't have the strength to do this. I just don't want to. Thank God, but no thanks. Good question, because that brings us to free will. Does a twin flame have a free will choice to come off this journey? Okay, there is a yes and no to that. Yes. We all have free will here. That's absolutely true. And the unique thing about being a twin flame is that we chose to do this higher work. We chose to bring the love. We chose to bring our mission to humanity, to heal the earth, to transform the earth. And some people may feel, well, don't want this. But here's the thing. With this type of journey, you can come off the path for so long with your free will. But then the divine steps in, and divine will triumphs free will. For the twin flames, this is absolutely so. Okay. I have been in that place where I was like, you know what? I don't want to do this. Something, felt like it was too difficult with it. I couldn't handle it emotionally. It looked like maybe this wasn't going to happen for me. I was triggered by something, and I literally was like, I don't, that's it. That's it. I'm done. When we say that, when we get upset, I'm done. I'm done with this. And let me tell you, and I've read Twin Flames, and I've heard from people as well about this. You'll make that decision that you're done with it, and what happens? You will get sign after sign, and that twin flame dynamic will come threefold with its intensity and push you right back onto the path. Guaranteed. So I don't want anyone to be like, oh my God, I'm stuck with this. But here's the thing. It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing that we get to be able to come back into union with our beloveds in this day and age. Because back in other lifetimes, this type of dynamic always ended in some sort of tragedy. Okay? So twin flames do carry a lot from the past. Okay, and that will lead me into the next thing that I'll be talking about. But the thing is that this journey, it has been chosen to be seen through, and twin flames are doing very, very, very big things on the earth, okay? And it's so important that if you have chosen it, that this will absolutely carry through. So you may, what I'm trying to say is you may feel like that you're done with this, and maybe you try to do a cord cutting ceremony. You don't want this either higher self spirit in your space, or you don't want to deal with this physical person any longer, and all of these different things that happen. But let me tell you is that you will always come back to each other. Always come back to the love to be able to heal that in which is not in harmony. So that way you can come back into union. Union energetically, and then the union, when we say union physically. So divine will absolutely does triumph free will in that case. And that's a good thing, because this is the love of your life, of all your lives. This is the greatest love that you could ever have with any soul, period. You're each other. You complement each other. Okay? So there's always going to be that love and that longing for your twin. Past lives, they come up. If you've met your twin, past lives are something that will come up in dreams. Past lives may come up in visions. And so you start having a remembrance of time that you've spent with this person, if this is an authentic twin. Like I've said, and I know I repeated this, but it changes your life. It's so intense, it changes your whole world, and so many of these things come up. And this is all pointing to a authentic twin flame connection here. So you'll have past lives that may have trauma, and many times they do, trauma attached to them, okay? As I said. And you'll have a lot of those hurts come up. You'll have, nice moments as well come up as far as different lifetimes, you'll see. But, a lot of those lifetimes, like I said, many of them ended in tragedy, and there was a lot of lower emotions and things that we carry, and burdens that we carry, and it comes up for us to be able to recognize and heal. But it does definitely give us a clearer picture as who we are as a soul, some things that we have been through. Okay, so it puts those pieces together to help us to understand ourselves, because we're so much more than what our mind thinks that we are. We've had so many experiences, and we are such magnificent beings, such magnificent divine beings. And we may not have noticed that before, but believe me, if you have come across your twin flame, if you have met your twin flame, okay, those are the things that awaken within you that no one else can awaken in you. Okay, so this was a life-changing type of connection. Let's see what else we have here. Now, when you meet your twin flame, you have a connection that I had mentioned, which is beyond time and space. So if you have met your authentic twin flame, you'll be able to perceive them in many different ways, okay? So that connection is not only that you're connecting with them with the physical bodies, and not everyone meets their twin flame in the physical first. And even if you do meet your twin in the physical first, and you separate again so that way you can heal, okay? Those lower energies, healing things that come up so that we can come back into harmony. But if you are not in physical togetherness, it doesn't matter at all, because you both are able to communicate and perceive each other in a 5D way, in a 5-dimensional way. So if you have met your twin flame, you're having experiences with them that would be psychic experiences. You would be able to perceive them, whether it's seeing them clairvoyantly very vividly in your third eye, whether it's actually hearing them in your mind. Twin flame higher self communication happens in the mind, as well as the physical mental telepathy also happens in the mind very, very easily, as a matter of fact, for twin flames. You can connect in so many ways, okay? You can feel them. Many of you are empaths out there, and you can just feel the emotions of the other. Others are very claircognizant, so you're just feeling and knowing information of what's happening with your twin. So this may sound like it could be very intrusive to someone who may be new, but I want you to realize that this connection, just how close and how beautiful it is, and that, again, this is pointing to the greatest intense love, pure unconditional love you could ever have with any other soul. And so the power of that is just magnificent. The power of that is magnificent, okay? So you do begin to have these higher self experiences. Some have very vivid dreams, okay? And when I say vivid dreams, I mean dreams that are absolutely like no other dream. Dreams that you can be very, very intimate with your twin flame. And they're not really dreams, actually. They're experiences with the 5D self. And be able to have that kind of intimacy, just being with your twin, even if you're not intimate in that way, like in passionate way, but if you are with your twin in a dream, it's just the best experience, even if you're just standing there within each other. It's just the energy, it's the feeling of your twin, and it's unforgettable. And you remember these dreams when you wake up, and so many of them stay with you. I mean, I can remember dreams that I've had, a few years back. They have such an impact on you. They really, really do. And sometimes writing them is always a great thing, because it helps you to understand what's happening within the connection. Okay, and there's many times a lot of signs and synchronicities that happen within those dreams. But not only do you have the dreams of your twin, you also have a lot of that higher self communication while awake as well. Okay, so it may begin in the dream state, but take my word for it, it won't stay there. You'll be awakened, and you'll be having these experiences of your twin flame's higher self. And it's a beautiful thing, because it's, first of all, it's definitely showing you about the connection, and that it's not about the body. The body would be the final stage and the icing on the cake. This is truthfully about the energetic love, the energetic soul connection. So first of all, it's validating that. And then the other beautiful thing about it is that by working with your twin, communicating, you're healing with your twin. Okay, so those things that never were looked at, or things that we tend to, not want to deal with, whatever those things are, your twin flame's higher self is always going to assist you, and you assisting them with healing, okay? And to bring you guys into a state of vibrating at a level where it's high and you're in harmony with each other. And once that happens, then the physical union will take place. But the higher self connection is definitely something that will happen if you met your authentic twin flame. and it's pretty incredible, and you can have so many experiences, so many different 5D adventures with each other on the spiritual planes, and really get to know each other in that way too. And it's really, really helpful. It's really, really helpful in just having that connection. So your twin flame is there. Okay, if you have met your twin, or you're not too sure, if you could accept that this is the connection, within time, this will make more sense to you with time, with connecting with your own spiritual team, with God, Mother Goddess, Father God, with Jesus Christ, working with your angels, working with your team. They will assist you, and if you do need more validation, if you want signs from them, if you're asking them to help validate this for you, so that way you can just accept it better. Some people may feel they would like that. I was one of them. They will absolutely do that. They will give you those signs. Okay, they will keep you on your path. And if you feel you're not ready for it, if you feel like you've met your twin and you feel like I'm just not ready for this, or I'm not sure I can accept this right now, that's fine. That is perfectly okay. Okay? Because everything happens within divine timing, and it's all about being able to clear away certain things, and certainly it's there to help us to step away from the ego, to sever that ego. What I wanted to mention too is that twins who are newly awakened to this, they get caught up in trying to figure it out. Okay? And I don't want to point any particular gender out exactly. I'll just say that I know that the males who are over in the logical and analytical side do tend to not trust their intuition, their feminine sides. Remember, we have both, and we're balancing that within, and we're bringing the complement by coming together with our counterparts. But the males do tend to try to analyze a lot of it, the male energy. And what I want to say is that this type of dynamic is all about the heart. It's all about the heart space. So it has to be felt. It has to be felt. Because as soon as the ego tries to figure this out and take it apart and judge it and analyze it, that's when the fears and the doubts settle in, because the ego truly wants to believe that this is way too good to be true. Nothing like this can't possibly exist. This is crazy. I never believed in true love. I never believed in fairy tales or the storybook or prince and princess, and this got to be bullshit. This is utter bullshit. This is a trend. Another one, like, people are just on this bandwagon because they are trying to just, collect money from vulnerable people. And they're using this twin flame thing as a way of just preying off of emotionally vulnerable people. I mean, there's 1,000,001 bullshit things that this ego can make up about this journey. Okay, let's just say it the way it is. And the truth of the matter is, guys, is that this is all about this. It is all about the heart center. You have to feel this. Unconditional love is about feeling the truth. Okay? And it's a challenge sometimes for those who are new to this, especially for those who have been so much in their logical brains or have leaned on their egos for so long. Those who are used to analyzing things. Some of you may be in the fields of analyzing or getting proof for being within logic and science and mathematics and all of that. So you're very, very used to that area. However, this is all about intuitively receiving and feeling this. So that way you can trust what it is that you're feeling, okay? Because that love is no lie. This love is no lie. This love you cannot ignore. So when you meet your twin, you cannot ignore what you're feeling. You cannot, because it is something that is so powerful, okay? And this type of love can really, you can just like literally just wake up one day and just be tripping out on this love. I'm not even joking. You can be feeling these waves of love come in, and that's when you've surrendered to it. And once you surrender to what you're feeling, to the truth, when you're surrendering to the truth, that's when you find when you're not in this anxiety. You're not in this anxiety or this worry or this frustration about this connection. When you've surrendered to the connection and just feeling it and just giving to it, no matter if you're with your twin, they're in front of you face to face, or whether it's just the energetic connection for now, being able to surrender to that love, it feels wonderful and everything flows. But as soon as the ego comes in to try to work up against it or resist it, that's when we get frustrated. That's when we get into the desperation mode. That's when we try to shut it off, or we try to make up reasons why this couldn't possibly be true. So if you are new to what you are feeling, and it's not, comfortable for you to intuitively accept it and to trust your feelings, I completely do understand that. I completely do, and you'll get there. But I say, to give this a chance. Give it a chance, because it is real. This is not a trend. So many people are experiencing exactly what you're experiencing all around the world, okay? So it doesn't matter who you are, it doesn't matter how old you are, it doesn't matter if you're gay, you're straight, you're bi, you're trans, it doesn't matter if you are famous, you're well known, it does not matter. It does not matter at all. It is all about the soul connection, okay? And this soul connection is there, and it is absolutely a gift. It is a gift. It is not to make you feel like a victim. It's not there as a punishment in any way. I just want to leave you with that, is because there's so much we could talk about with this, but I don't want to overwhelm anyone who's new out there. But this is there for a reason. It's there not by accident. There are no accidents. There are no coincidences. It's there because this is a gift. You have chosen it. You chose to do this journey. You chose to walk the world back to love by coming together with your other self, okay, your counterpart. You chose to do that, to bring the love, okay, to each other first, and then bring that love out to the earth to be able to transmute the earth or transform it or template it, okay, because there's so many things in the world that definitely need to change, and twin flames have decided that they were going to be leaders of this change and bring this incredible, powerful love. And so this love is just so much more. It's so much greater, and I just want to be able to leave all of you with the grander picture, the greater picture of this journey. So I think I'm going to leave it there, and I hope that this wasn't too much information for someone who is new. Sometimes I tend to do that, so I hope that this wasn't. If some things were a little too much for you right now, maybe you're at this beginning stage where you just awaken, that's fine. You may just want to just favorite this video or like this video and then just return to it later on. And there might be other sections of this video where you will be able to resonate with that and understand it and accept it more. So, but I just wanted to just paint a picture of recognizing that this is a twin flame, recognizing that it's a twin flame journey, and some information, valid information about it to help you out. I am here, so you can go to theparanormalpriestess.com. I will leave all of my contact information in the descriptions. That way you have it. So I have my website, theparanormalpriestess.com, and I offer 30-minute sessions. I offer hour sessions. If you are a new twin flame, I am here. I do have to check to see if I am in vibration with you, see if we're a match, because everything that I do is for the highest good. But if we are a good match for each other, I would love to be able to do a channeled session with you and assist you in bringing messages that are going to just help you personally to understand things, accept things, and work with this journey, okay? To work and to heal and to see it through to the actual physical union, where it's going to do a lot of good for people. So I do recommend an hour session for those who are new, because a lot of information comes through. But if that's not possible, I totally understand that. And I have the 30 minutes. We can start with that there. You can find me on Facebook. I have my page, The Paranormal Priestess. I'm on Twitter at ParaPriestessYT. I have my own personal Twitter as well at Para_Priestess. And I am wishing you the very, very best. And I know this may be very overwhelming to you right now, and I know that things may still be new to you, and there's still things that you have to heal within yourself, and there might be some ego things that are maybe interfering a bit with you accepting the connection fully at this point. That's understandable, and give yourself some time, but don't give up on this. Really feel your way. Really feel your way out, and really connect with your team. Connect with Source, however you view God, however you view a higher power, however you connect with a higher power. That is always going to help you out. So if you do, want some further confirmation, or you're asking for some steps, to help you to get to the next level, I definitely suggest connecting with your team. Okay? Or you can give me a shout out and email me, and perhaps I can help you out with that. Okay? So, from the heart of the darkness is born the light. Many bright blessings to you. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen to this video, and it is my honor to be able to assist twin flames. It's just such a great, great, great pleasure. I'm in so much gratitude to do it, and it is my mission. So thank you. Take care. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, you may want to do that. There's a lot of great videos, and there's angelic messages that I put up every single month. And there's healing tips, there's protection tips, and sometimes there's a little bit of the paranormal as well. So a little bit for everybody. So go ahead and subscribe if you feel guided to. Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.